hip-hop
Power,
lives.
power, respect.
We are continuing our conversation with Queen YoNasDa. So one of the things that we were kind of that you were kind of talking about off air a little bit was women not knowing their worth.
Yes.
And so you mentioned the Honorable Elijah Muhammad a little earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So can you talk about maybe like how maybe your beliefs
Mm-hmm.
influence your music
Mm-hmm.
and influence you to inspire, but also to just excel in what you love to do in terms of music?
Yeah. Well, my mother was full-blood Native American. Her name was YoNasDa Lone Wolf. She passed away in 2003. And my father was from Brooklyn, New York. He was African American. She ended up doing time. She used to work for Muhammad Ali. Long story short, she ended up doing time because the federal government wanted something on Minister Farrakhan. She was helping Minister Farrakhan on the redevelopment of the Nation of Islam here in Arizona, like in the early 80s.
Mm-hmm.
So being brought up, I was the only girl born during the American Indian movement. So being raised and being brought up into this movement and into just seeing, the federal government coming in and taking my mother away. She ended up doing four years in prison. My father was in and out of prison all my life. Minister Farrakhan adopted me and my brother, and so all of this is basically made up who I am and the story to tell. And so we went from rags to riches to rags, and the song that you just heard is exactly what I've been going through. Certain things that I talk about, and everything that I say is real, is truth. Nothing is a gimmick. Nothing's gimmicky here.
Okay.
Everything. So like
So
it all
real.
makes up. It makes up.
Now with God, music, and life, right?
God.Love and
music. I'm sorry, God.Love and music.
Yes.
Now with God.Love and music,
Mm-hmm.
what can people expect when they download the album, when it officially comes out? The release date
It's out. You could get it.
I mean, in terms of the
iTunes.
physical, because I know you said
Yes,
physically
it's going to be in all stores August 25th.
and digitally it's already available.
Digitally, it's already available.
So what can people expect?
They could expect. I wanted to do a universal album. Music is a universal language, and I wanted to do the three elements of the universal language of man, which is God, God above, and the God within. Love, because everyone could relate to love.
You want to go there?
Love can make you happy. And music, you know what I'm saying? Music in Native American traditional ways, we say the heartbeat, the drum, is the heartbeat of Mother Earth. And that's also it's a living thing. So even the music within you. So I wanted to do something that is talking about everybody can relate to every single track on this album.
Right.
Now, with this project, and one of the things that it doesn't happen so much with men, but with females, it would seem, and so correct me if I'm wrong, that there is a pressure to be like overtly sexual.
Yeah.
As you were going through this project and maybe taking it so that it could be unleashed onto the world, did you ever have any pressure for people to say, we need you to be a little sexier, we need this type of track, we need you to do this?
Yeah, but I think that kind of like goes back to the whole situation where I guess the question you should ask her, is there ever a point that you would actually, I guess, not sell yourself, but lose a little bit of self-respect for your, in order to promote an album?
No, not at all, because I have a son. He's 8 years old.
Role
and
model.
even, I'm a real model. I heard Shaq say, it's the difference between a role model and a real model. I'm real, so I'm going to fall, but I'm going to stand back up. So the thing is that, no, because I see these young girls out there, and I want them to be able